Glad to see that everybody's doing well, or I hope that everybody is doing well. And I am here to talk about Intrepid's second weekend that we had of its Alpha 2 testing. If you would like to come in and join me and give me your thoughts, I would be more than happy to hear them. And I'd be very excited to hear them because I don't know what, guys, this was another absolutely fabulous weekend. I had a ton of fun. Again, stayed up till 4 in the morning. I think I got a total of about 3 hours sleep, and that's unheard of for someone as old as I am. And yeah, it was just an absolute blast. Let's see, let's turn that on. All right, now you guys can see me up there. So let's dig into it. Let's talk about it. My Bard, I have level 20, but the honest truth is it is level 99.4% 220. The servers went down right at that time. So it won't take me much to go ahead and get that when I log back in, just a few polls. But yeah, I pretty much met my goal for the weekend. I pretty much got 20. I think I ended up being like 14 lumberjacking. I want to say level 12 in carpentry. Hey, what's up, Brutal? How you doing, my friend? Ended up making some caravan parts for myself and for some other people. It was just an absolute great weekend, guys. And I cannot wait to meet all of the new people coming in on November 8th. I am very, very excited for that. Let me see. And thank you guys for the referral codes that I had some of the new people go ahead and give me from last week. I really appreciate that. So how you doing, Brutal? How was your weekend? You'll have to forgive me, Brutal, because I can't remember if you're getting in on November 8th and this week coming up, or that you were already in. Because man, you'll be in on a Friday. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys. I really, truly am. It was I had so much fun. The grind is real. The grind is real, but I think that the crashes were less. The performance seemed a lot better. They fought off an early DDoS attack, which was pretty tremendous on their part, and it was smooth the rest of the weekend. So kudos to Intrepid. I want to shout out to Intrepid for all their hard work. They've been working tirelessly to make this a good experience for everybody, and they've just really done a wonderful job. So I don't know about you guys, but from watching it from on screen and streaming, Brutal, what do you think? I mean, you got to be excited to play this. I mean, just to log into Vera for the first time, man. You bought your key yesterday? Outstanding. Hey, look, the ads are starting already. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you bought your key. That man, I am excited for you guys and anybody else who wants to join. And I would love to absolutely convince some people into getting it because I mean, look, this is what it is. You can get in now at $120, right? And you can forego the trip to McDonald's for one night, or you can wait till phase 3 and pay $100. So, and which is like 6 months down the road. So you might as well just get in now and play it now. I mean, if you can deal with a few bugs and stuff like that, you might as well just get in now. Yeah, 4 days is going to take forever. I'm actually off today. I'm actually off tomorrow due to the election. So I'm home, and I just wanted to come in and stream. I wanted to stream last night, but I went to go to my father's to watch the Rams game. You know, it's very important that I spend time with my father. He's unfortunately got stage 4 prostate cancer, and probably doesn't have a whole lot of time left. So I want to make sure that I take care of those special moments. You know, that family's got to be first. So, but yeah, so I got it. I missed some time, but I came back and ground for about 5 to 6 hours and got pretty much to where I wanted to be. So I was pretty excited for that. So what class are you going to be, Brutal? Have you decided what class you're going to start off? I'm going to guess you're probably going to try a few different kind of classes. And that's okay. You know what? Every time I've tried all the classes, and every time I try another class and play to like level 10 or something, I end up going right back to my Bard. I think I just love Bard. I think I just do. I just love my Bard. And today, actually, I was messing around with the book too. Right now, I currently use short bow, which is really good if I'm in a raid or a group or something like that, because everyone else, hey, Minoki, how you doing? Everyone else is doing the polling and stuff like that, and I can kind of focus on their single targets. The book has an AOE to it, so it's good for solo farming. But I wouldn't recommend it in group play. At least I think it's a lot harder to control in group play. I'll have to find out. I have to ask some of the guys. But for solo, I think book, and for group, I think bow. It's just really nice how fast it pops off. Minoki, I know you were in this weekend. What server are you on? You've got to be in this weekend. You've been following Ashes for a long time. So what server are you on? You on Vira over there? Go ahead, hit me with your bard question, guys. I'll be happy to try to answer them. Or any other question you have about the game. Oh man, it's hot in the house today. It's crazy weather in Chicago. It's warm and it's hot and it's cold. It's like a Katy Perry song. It's crazy. Oh man, so I got some footage today. Again, we're doing this is some Carphin. You're gonna get to see us go up inside Carphin in this one. Vira Mage. Oh, you're in Chaos in Jamie's. Okay, cool. I showed Jamie some really tight armor that he can find here in Carphin. I think our tank is like level 21 or almost 22, and he is just decked out. Brutal says, what level can you start to play 2 songs? That would be post 12, and yeah, I think it's post 12 that you can start doing 2 songs, and you can start twisting them. I do twist them at times. I prefer to twist them if I'm solo, but if we're in a group, they tend to like it to where we are playing one song because that one song is more powerful. So that's the way they typically like to go with that one. But I do like to twist them. But there's one thing about Bard that's going to be a little bit different when they decide. There's something you have to factor in that not a lot of people are factoring right now. There's no respec cost right now to respecking your skills. There will be at some point. So bards are going to have to think really hard about which ones they're going to play. They're not going to be able to just bounce back and forth on the fly like we do now. So people are going to have to be a little less picky on what they get. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up picking a lot of your harmonies up, a lot of your melodies up early on before you move on to other stuff, because they're just so important. Obviously, you're going to need mana. You're going to need the healing melody, and I'd say menacing and epic. You're going to need 4 of those melodies are super important. Now, I think cathartic melody, the one that heals you when you do, or has a chance to heal you when you do some damage. Right now, I think that one's meh. It needs a little bit of work. It's rarely used and not on par with the other ones. And who knows, if they change that and make that one better, then yeah, it could be really interesting on which one that people decide to do. But then, like if I'm solo, I'll run Get Off the Stage, which is an AoE knockback, which is really nice. And Chili, you can swap your stuff back. It's different because you can swap your skills back and forth to AoE or solo, or AoE or group party stuff. So it's just different. You just no. Twisting it's fun. It does get a little tiring after a while, but it is very fun. Minoki says, I found that soloing as a mage is doable and painful. I imagine solo players can grind levels to do little gathering. But I don't imagine they get much stuff at running an 8. Get as much stuff as running an 8-man. I think the small raids are good, Minoki. I think we learned this weekend that the smaller groups to 8-mans are probably better for us. It's probably better that guilds is split up. I mean, it sucks to tell a friend, sorry, we don't have room or we're full or something like that. But I think it's better to get into those groups, and then they can form their own group and then try to farm an area in a similar area close by in case you need help. But solo gathering, I love solo gathering and stuff like that. Like I said, I think I hit Lumberjack 14 today or during the weekend, and did some mining, got my hunting up to 8. So this Bard for Gathering is outstanding. I think I'm going to make a switch, though. I was doing carpentry and lumberjacking. I think I'm going to change it up. And hey, Goblin, what's up, man? You played Cleric a little bit. Did you like? Yeah, I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I really like carpentry. Having the aspect of caravans is really important for me because I want to run caravans. And I want to have the furniture and get some stuff for boats. So it's going to be valuable. But my brother was wanting to do it. And I am really into animal husbandry, hunting. And so I think I'm going to do hunting and leather work because those two go hand in hand. Because when you tame the animal, you're going to get one or the other. So you're going to get the animal or you're going to get the carcasses, which then you can process for the leather stuff. And since I'm probably going to wear leather as a bard, it just makes sense. Still waiting for spears. Yeah, you and me both. I had a spear. I played a cleric when the spear was out, and man, that thing was overpowered. It was hilarious. I was soloing the backside of Carphin when I had that spear. I was like level 17. The thing was just absolutely ridiculous. I hope everyone's doing good today. And I see we have some more people joining the chat. Guys, who in here, give me a number 1 if you're already in the game, not currently in the game. But if you got a chance to play the last few weeks, or you're coming in, give me a number 2 if you're coming in this Friday. But man, I am excited for you guys. I think I read a post that they're not sure if they're going to add new servers or not. I kind of hope they do. At least one each, but maybe they want to really stress the maybe they really want to stress the servers and get you guys on there. Hey, Hagpop, Hago P13. Oh, look at all this one. We got a 2 with Dresh. Outstanding Dresh. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? For you new people coming in, do you want a new server? Is that what you're thinking? Or do you want? Are you happy going to one of the servers that are already ready to go? Number 2, hey, first time chatter, Acadius Rock. I'm sorry, I probably really screwed that up. 1, hey, Dathina, how you doing? That's great. So all you guys who had the 1, give me your honest opinion. Was this weekend better than last weekend? I personally think it was. Did you see some definite improvements? I felt like there certainly was. You just want to be useful to me. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just let Jamie die a few times just for me. Or join in my guild on Vibra. Which one's your guild, Rush? You can go ahead and give your guild a shout out here. Go ahead and give that guild a shout out. Welcome to all the new players, guys. We're going to get a little Carphin footage. This video in particular here, you're going to watch, and we're going to be delving deeper inside into Carphin. You wanted to climb on top of more buildings? There you go. Sir, there were improvements, but some constant crashes killed it for me. Hey, how you doing, Mildane? What's up? Oh, Genesis, you're with Rive. Okay, awesome. Rive and Richie. That was fun killing Richie the other day. I don't know if he told you about that, but they were talking some trash back and forth, and we ended up hunting down Richie and his group and killing those guys. That was fun. Dark Cinch says, by Sunday it seemed much better. Friday felt pretty... Yeah, well, I don't know if you know, but on Friday they had a DDoS attack again, but I thought that they managed that DDoS attack really well. And it certainly improved by the night's end on Friday and got much, much better. This weekend was better than last, but you know what? I agree with you, Dathina. I think this is a personal thing. I don't like winter in general. I live just outside of Chicago, and we're getting ready to head into winter. I've had enough winters at 52. I hate winter. So I don't want to see winter. So I see it in a game, and especially at night in winter, it doesn't do it for me. But I get it. It's part of the seasons. They wanted to check some stuff out on it, but it'll be a little bit more tolerable when we have to deal with it for 14 days, and then we got to deal with, then we can move on to the next. But it was really cool seeing fall. Tell me, you guys, what did you guys think about fall? I thought fall was absolutely beautiful. By the way, guys, if you go ahead and hit the alerts today, hopefully I have it all set up now where you can see the game better, and the alerts work. So, I had some suggestions last week that they weren't able to see the game well enough. So I took off some of that overlay stuff, and hopefully you guys have a much better view of the screen. But now my alerts should all be working. And first time chatter. Oh man, what's his name? You guys are killing me. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Nell. Nell says they did manage it. They've been they've been open about problems and what they're working on. They seem to have made visible progress. No, absolutely. And did you see the patch notes? My God. And this is not the first time, guys. The patch notes have been like this constantly, just constantly. They have worked so hard, and I hope everyone really appreciates the work that they put into it, because they're busting their ass, and we as players are seeing improvements every day. And how many of you are in chat right now who are still on the fence about buying this game? And I want to give a shout out to those who ended up giving me a referral when they created their account. I really appreciate that. That was very nice of you guys. And for any of you new people that I can convince to actually get into this game and try it, there's my referral code for that. Minoki says, I feel like authentications into mini games that require basic human skills and solution to DDoS attacks. I don't really know how to do. I don't understand the whole DDoS things. From what I can understand so far, and what I've been told, Minoki, is that it doesn't seem like it cost the person doing it a lot of money. It also seems like it also happens from other countries a lot, where there's almost no nothing that's going to happen to them. And it sounds like it's very expensive for the company that's being attacked to deal with it. And it's just a constant problem. And, the internet is great, and all the things that come with it are great, the technology, but we are our own worst enemies at times, unfortunately. But other than that, what classes was that? Everybody who was in this weekend, what classes were you playing? And do I have any other Bard lovers in here like myself? I love my Bard. B is for Bard. Yeah, the DDoS is a bad thing. I remember when I launched. Hey, Grumpy Geezer, 14 Cleric. Oh, nice. How you liking the Cleric? I was gonna say though, I remember playing Albion Online when it first launched, and they were somebody was DDoSing Albion Online, and it was a much smaller company too, and basically they were holding them for ransom, so it was bad news. You played a mage. We actually way better grinding solo experience than a big group. You think I got nice. Yeah, mages are really good. Now, were you using the AoE mage? I'm gonna guess you were, because my buddies who play mage do the AoE mage, and they are fucking awesome. Just awesome. I am hoping to do a lot more streaming this next weekend. And unfortunately, there's some stuff that we've been doing, and as a bigger guild, they don't want us to share, because it's like first time stuff. So until we get that stuff kind of on the regular, I have to be careful what I'm streaming when I'm streaming it. So if you don't see me on, I'm probably doing something that they don't want us to share. AoE Mage 3-star level 20 plus mob. Nice. Yeah, the what is it? The Hoarfrost, the Cone Cold, the Chain Lightning, all those together, the Conflagrate, they're awesome. The thing that says loving it. Still have to yell at people standing. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. In Carphin, there's poison all over the place, as I'm sure you probably well know. And yeah, Carphin is like the king of poison. Minoki says level 4 mage here. If you can single attack, avoiding poles, you can chew more. I think solo is doable. Yeah, I think for some classes solo is doable. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't do it all the time. Like, there were bards and stuff like that soloing the other night. I prefer to be in a group most of the time. I think it's a little bit more fun. Hey, Pallywags, how you doing? What's going on? Good to see you. No, exactly. That Carphin boy. I mean, you can see it on the ground right there. That stuff is absolutely no joke. So, no, totally no joke. How you been, Pallywags? I haven't seen you in a long time. I've seen you in some of the other channels, but I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope you're doing good. Oh man, you know what? I don't know about you guys, but this Friday can't come soon enough. And hopefully, hopefully they'll get it out at 12 o'clock this time instead of another delay. I understand that they wanted. I was hoping that they would give us a few more hours, maybe into Monday, but no such luck today. I mean, I get that they have a lot of stuff to fix, but it is what it is. Hey, Laughables, how you doing? Once again, the addiction is taking over now that the servers are down. I'm dying from lack of my crack. And no, I completely understand. I still have the PTR, so I get to still do that. They got us busy again this week, later today, so I wanted to come on and get some streaming in for you guys today and talk to you, get your reactions on what you thought. You think getting gear and progressing in the game other ways besides experience is best for grouping? Solo is best for grinding experience with mage. Good. Playing games and working as usual. There you go. You know what I will tell you guys is it is important if you're at a spot, if you're grinding and you're at a spot and you're getting good gear, stay there. Even if the experience isn't the best, just stay there because gear is important. And I'll tell you this from experience because I remember in the PTR they leveled us up to 25, right? And then they told us to go farm Steel Bloom. Well, they didn't give us any gear, so we just had the basic gear. We might have been 25 and had basically all the skills, but it didn't make a hill of beans difference. If you don't have the gear to match the level, it doesn't mean a damn thing. So make sure you guys are taking the time to get good gear. If it's dropping, stay there for a while. Get some gear. I think one of our guys that I was farming with last night got a... we're in a level 20 farming area, and he got a great sword that I wanted. It was a blue great sword with 435 magical power. He's like, hey, did I tell you about my great sword? And he said it all night long. I mean, it was a shitload of power for that one. It was unbelievable. 100% agree. They made gear extreme. Yes, it is extremely important. And I know I've been hearing the complaining from crafters, and I know that crafters are kind of bummed out right now because that they feel like they can't do much. I truly feel like crafting is going to be more of an end game thing. Maybe it could be a little bit more early game if somebody brings them legendary resources and they can make a really good piece of armor. But I really feel it's going to shine in late game, maybe not so much early game. And I'm okay with that. Honestly, I think the best way to do it, if you want to do crafting, is look, processing itself takes 4 hours to do a stack of 250 wood. 4 hours. So you got plenty of time to run out there, grind, get more wood, do whatever you're going to do, come back, drop off your bank, repair your gear, put more stuff in the processing thing, then go ahead and craft that stuff up real quick and then head back out. You should be on that kind of a rotation. And Nell says, we need to get the nodes in advance before we can craft higher. Yeah, exactly. And right now it's a little bit harder because especially, I don't even think we have I don't know how many people are on Lyneth here. I'm on Lyneth, but I don't believe we have a cookhouse on Lyneth. And that's kind of setting me back. That's kind of made me go away from animal husbandry a little bit right now this turn because we don't have a cookhouse. Now, when we get to phase 2, there's going to be lots more nodes. So a cookhouse almost certainly will be up at that point. And then, of course, when you go launch, you got 85 nodes. Shouldn't be, have trouble at all to find a cookhouse. You're on Lyneth also? Oh, awesome. Hey, how many of you guys are in guilds and how many of you guys are looking for guilds? If you are looking for a guild, we are still recruiting at Overlord. If you think we're fit for you, go ahead and you can find the links on my YouTube channel in the descriptions. Take you to the Discord and put in an application over there. Also, if you're looking for a new guild experience, I have a friend on Lyneth server. His name is Emperor, and he is the guild leader of Dynasty. It's a newer guild, really good guy. So if you're looking for a smaller guild experience, maybe that one might be for you. So check him out. Tell him both I sent you. And the only thing in advance was Jova's Woodworks. Yeah, and Jova, and he's the mayor of Jova, as a matter of fact, Emperor. And we asked him to put the woodworks up, and he did that. So it was great. And I got my apprentice axe, and I was out farming the Weeping Willows, which Me and there was another guy named Knox from Dynasty, and they like deforested every weeping willow in the whole world of Era. It was unbelievable, and it takes some time for that stuff to grow back. And what he was saying was, it won't necessarily grow back when you take away all the weeping willows from, say, Jova. They might start repopulating out in like Lionhold or something like that. So it takes quite a bit of time for them to repopulate. But no, what do you, did anyone get a chance to do caravans? I'd love to give you my caravan experience. So we decided to go to Miralith, which is a node that we own, and I bought the um, level two crates, the commodities, and you can only put 3 in a basic caravan. So I went ahead and put them in there, and then right as I put them in there, we had the caravan launch. Steven's like, "Hey, we're going to be running this test for 5 minutes. It's going to do something or other." And I'm thinking, "Oh shit!" So anyway, we got off and we started moving on our caravan. We're going to the desert where you get ×5 in the desert or in the tropics. Sure enough, and I had a nice beast of burden on there. I had upgraded carriage and some other things on there, and of course the commodities. And I crashed, and I got kicked off. When you come back in, if you crashed, your caravan, your beast of burden, your commodities are all gone. So that was a complete waste of a caravan, 20 silver to buy it, to launch it, and of course all the dim glint and stuff that I had to buy the stuff, and my beast of burden, which was about 70 silver. So yeah, that was a total loss for me. And then we decided to run another one. Well, we managed to run that one successfully to the desert, and it made it disappear, went through the yellow marker, the demarcation line, and then we get up there and there's no caravan master to unpack my commodities. So yeah, that was a bummer for me. And I'm going to tell you this right now: if you are a crafter or processor, or thinking about doing that process, or hell, if you're just trying to repair your gear, if you're a tank, you need to get gold. Guys, I cannot tell you how important it is to do caravans. Don't sell your glint early if you're just trying to get a few coin for repairs or something like that. But save your glint and do the caravans. It's going to be your big source of money, and you're going to have to do them to get that money. It's just going to be a necessity because the processing is so expensive, especially when they add taxes on top of it. I think they were talking, it was like 70 silver just to do one mount, like a wolf, a bear, or a horse. 70 silver. And I had like 30 silver to my name. So it's a lot. It's a whole lot of money. And then, of course, when you start doing like, stacks of 250 wood in the processing station, and then it costs you to turn them into beams. After you've turned them into timber, now you got to turn them into beams or planks or something like that. And then you actually have to craft it. There's a cost to all this. So make sure you're considering that when you're thinking about the money factor. Dark Sense says, I stayed away from caravans because everyone in my guild who did them kept losing stuff, crashed, buggies. The risk seems too big. Hoping to caravan. Yeah, some of the caravan bugs, they were better. I mean, hell, when I was in pre-alpha, I remember I wanted to try the raft thing.
Server is down. Get that shit back up. We're trying to play. Bunch of motherfuckers at home that's locked and loaded right now. Fix this shit.
Thank you, Grumpy. Yeah, motherfucker, server's down. That's right. Yeah, fix this shit. I love it. Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel. They're not broken, but man, I wish they were back up. Yeah, they fixed a lot of the things from the caravans. They still have a lot of work to do on them, but people were doing them. There were a lot of successful caravans. Now, I'm going to tell you this, guys, and especially for you new people that are coming in on the 8th. Now, you're probably going to be leveling up a little bit. You're probably not going to be worried about caravans for the first weekend. But for all the other ones that are coming, closing in on level 20 and 25 and stuff like that, when we hit level 25, look out, because people are going to start to get a little bored. Hey, there you go. There's our tank right there, Spud. Man, Spud, your gear is impressive. That you were a lucky man. That was some good gear you got. I wish I could show a screenshot of what it looked like in here. It was That was some really, really good gear. But no, anyway, I was saying in pre-alpha, I had a Caravan and I tested the water and I put it in the water and it flew like 200 feet in the air. Ended up on the other side of the river, and caravans can't go through water. So basically, it was bricked and it was screwed, and I was on another caravan. I haven't had much luck with caravans yet, but I have hope. I have hope. I know they're going to get it worked out because I know how big of a game loop it is. But right now, let's try to remember in phase 1 that it's all about stability and the network stuff. And so far, I feel like it's getting better and better. And even with that being said, that it's about stability and they're trying to make the world just better in general, you notice that they did put in some tank fixes. I don't know, Spud, what do you think? Was that a tank buff that they gave you, would you say? Or was that a... what would you say? Was it a buff or no that they did on the last patch for you? It looked like it kind of was a little bit of a buff. What other class is everybody looking to join? How many people do I have in here right now that, because it says we have like 43 people in here. How many people right now do not have an account and are on the fence about buying Ashes of Creation? If you are in chat right now and you're listening to me, I would love you, or even send me a message later on YouTube or something like that. And just tell me your reservations on why you're holding off. Because I would love to talk to you about it and see if I can convince you to go the other way. So far, the biggest complaint of this game is that I can't play it till the weekend. Yeah, no, you're not lying. You're not lying. It's been a lot of fun, guys. Hey, and if you're not following me, you need to smash that follow button. Quit slacking. But I think most of you guys are already followers. But I'm glad to have you guys. But yeah, I miss it. Fortunately, I'm at a PTR, so I get my crack fulfilled. But I know a lot of other people do not have that access, and yeah, they can't wait till Friday. So yeah, in that respect, I totally understand and feel you. Which class do you guys have most fun watching? And what class do you think, if you had to guess right now, what class do you guys think is going to be unstoppable one-on-one? And then I'm gonna put my 2 cents in when I get a few answers. A lot of people I know really like the mage, and they think that the mage like one-on-one is going to be good, and I think mage can be really good one-on-one if you end up getting the jump on somebody, but it also I think against certain classes is not so. It's going to die. First time chatter, just Black Sow. It's more because you need friends to play this game. Oh, so you must be new, or you must be thinking about getting the game. You need friends to play this game, and if everybody around you still plays... Oh, you have a lot of people playing Throne and Liberty. Yeah, I get that. You do, to do the high-end content and stuff like that, you are going to need people. I mean, this game is very community and social, organized and focused. I think you can, like we talked about earlier, there are classes that can level up solo. I think people are really missing out if they're not in some kind of a guild. Are your friends absolutely not going to come into this game? Is that why is there something against this game that they don't want to try, or because it's not out yet, or they just are having too much fun in Throne and Liberty? I'm going to be honest with you. I loaded up Throne and Liberty. I played 5 minutes and I turned it off because I knew it was pay to win, and I'm just done. I'm just done with competing and putting all the hours into a game to have somebody swipe their credit card in for it to be over. And that's why I love Ashes, because I know that's not going to happen. So I slept for 3 hours pretty much the entire weekend. And the fact that I did that means that my time meant something to me. And I know that somebody's not going to be able to go swipe it and end up being level 21 and being ahead of me. So that to me means something. And Dark Sense says, I sense a trick question. Cleric, tank, and mage probably. Tank is pretty beefy. Now I think tanks can be kited. I think we have a few clerics. Cleric, I think Cleric will be good. I don't think Cleric will be unbeatable. There's a lot of silences and making you dance and stuff like that. I think that might really throw Cleric for a loop. But they will be certainly really tough in group combat. First time chatter, God Kilpacky. I made a spell sword. It's crazy good. Nice. What did I miss? I had to watch 120 seconds. Sorry. I was just agreeing with you that there is a lot of group stuff right now. You're better off to be in a group. You can still do a lot of things solo, like gathering, and you can still level in certain areas solo. I was asking you about Throne and Liberty. Do they just really like the game? Is that why they don't want to come over yet? For me, Throne and Liberty wasn't good because it was pay to win, and I like in this game I put in a lot of hours and it means something, and someone can't swipe a credit card over the night and end up being the same level as me and with better gear. Death Athena Cleric has no DPS really. They have a little bit, yeah, but not much. Hey, Az, how you doing? I came on early just for you, Az. What do you think about that, huh, brother? Yeah, representing Germany for you. Gotcha. I got your back. Hey, Oracle, how you doing? Zug, what's up? Man, I can't wait for Renkai. Please, somebody put the Renkai out there. I need to see Renkai. But, yeah, there are some hardcore guilds. But you know what? You can always... You bet, bud. There's always guilds out there, especially new guilds and stuff like that. You could certainly just find it. This is just alpha, right? So you still got a year or 2 years before the actual game launches, and your friends will be bored of Throne and Liberty by then, and then they'll be begging to come with you and experience everything that you've experienced. Yeah, they hardcore grind this game, and yeah, it's pay. Yeah, it's absolutely pay to win. So they'll probably pay more money in Throne and Liberty than they would have just to get an account over here, most likely, and probably even more. But hey, you know, if you haven't made an account, if anybody is thinking it on the fence or eventually decides to pick this up, whether you do the early phases or not, go ahead and put my referral code in for an account. If you like what I'm talking about and have to say about Ashes, I'd really appreciate it. No, it's not Friday yet, Brutal. I wish it was. Because then I'd be done with work and I wouldn't have to go back. But I played Cleric, and it felt like I had a decent DPS with the right spec. It wasn't easy to pull large mobs in AoE. And then came down Divine Retribution, Consecrating Wave. Yeah, what kind of a weapon are you using? When I was playing Cleric, and I didn't get too high, I think I got to like level 15. I was using a shield and a scepter. And I would group them all up, and I would use the AoE auto attacks to beat shit down and then just heal myself. It was a little bit slower, but it was functional if the mobs weren't too much higher than me. See, I got a Tootsie Roll. I got to still finishing off the Halloween candy. I could turn the sound on a little bit for the game. I have the sound, but I don't know if you guys want to hear all of us yapping in there. What class are you going to play? Just Black Sow. And what's everyone's favorite class that they're watching right now? I mean, is there a class that you are just absolutely sold 100% on playing and not even going to try the other ones? Or are you guys all going to just kind of try all of them? Found a decent bow with a good... Oh, yeah. You know, I will say this for those looking, when you're starting to grind, when you get high enough level and you're looking for a good magic power bow, go over to the Steel Bloom Citadel right outside where Firebrand is, and farm those 3-star level 15s, I think they are, and they drop nice, very nice blue spell power bows. And I think they even have a few physical power ones as well. Because they always have the free move. Yeah. I love, and like I said, you know, one of my bard friends found, that 435 magic power great sword. My God. The damages it does. You know, you use Dark Lullaby and Chilling Lament. Yeah, it does a variety of damage. No, it's okay. That area is death. It sounds like you've had a bad experience with that Miller khaki. Well, they got a shrine right there, so it won't be too bad. We were pulling those guys, and we had somebody who trained Firebrand on us, and it was on Friday night, so it was a little bit laggy because of the DDoS attack, and literally all of us just melted. We didn't even know what happened. All of us turned to ashes immediately. We were like, oh, what happened? And we were like, oh, somebody pulled Firebrand. So we're like, well, shit. So, yeah. So that we did have a few people that tried to a guild on Lyneth that tried to fight Firebrand. I don't think it went real well. They also tried Tumok. That didn't go real well. But yeah, there's we're. I was hoping that we were going to do Tumok on this weekend, but we just never got around to it. I think we want to get a lot more people over to level 20 before we do that. Me and my boys went there day one and got wrecked by by one skeleton. Well, the world is dangerous. Now, see, this is one of the big reasons that I love the Bard. And I don't know about you guys, but those who played, it seems like they added a lot more mobs to the world this time. It seems like there was just a lot more danger in the world. And if you're not a Bard and you're trying to like cut across the world, you might be in trouble because you are, especially if you get wolves on you, you're not going to get away. And I even at level 19 the other day, I was running through the forest doing some gathering of Weeping Willow, and I wasn't paying attention. Well, I ended up aggroing 5 level 19 wolves on me, slate wolves. And I fought them off for a little bit, but they killed me. And that XP debt, and I had lost a lot of glint too. That was not fun. So for your information, anybody that bought that key and is saying on the website there's no transaction made, it's a visual bug, you got an email. Oh, good. Thank you for putting that out, Bruto. I appreciate that. No, I hope everyone. I can't wait to see how many numbers do you think we're going to see on November 8th? What do you think the influx of people is? I guarantee. I'm putting my money on it right now. Putting a stamp. They got a timestamp on this at 42 minutes and 29 seconds. That they are going to have to open up another server, absolutely, because there's going to be too many people. Yes, you are watching a replay from this weekend. Yes. This is a replay, Camastis. Thank you for the first time chat. I appreciate you coming in and saying hi. Yep, we are replaying some footage here from this weekend. The wolves are crazy. Yes, well, I mean, I can outrun them on the Bard. No, for Motor Joe, the servers are not up right now. The servers are not up right now. They won't be up till Friday, hopefully around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time on Friday. This is just giving you guys. We're gonna delve into. Let me see if I can go a little bit farther in here. Give you guys a little bit better view here. There's some other action right there. Nice. Happy to be here, just so you know, you can mark the stream as a replay. Yeah, if I wasn't talking, I would, but I'm live, so yeah, the stream is a replay, but I can see how people can get confused. I don't like to, do reruns and stuff like that, either. So everyone got their food and everything ready for this weekend. Do your honeydews. I made sure I did everything by Friday. I even took Friday afternoon off, and of course they had a 5-hour delay, so that was kind of. Nope. 1 second, guys. I got a Discord message. Got to respond. Okay. Getting a question about solo spots. So I missed what everyone was talking about was what class that they were going to play. Was everyone kind of on the fence about? Are they just sticking with one class, or are you guys think before the alpha is over, you're gonna go ahead and try all the classes? Your brother and sister-in-law are throwing a birthday party in about 2 hours out of town. Well, hey, well, oh, no, on Saturday? Oh no, no good. Now I was telling people that, um, oh, you just signed up for Alpha? Well, welcome to the Alpha. Welcome to Ashes of Creation. You're on the fence between Bard and Mage. Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, I can certainly vouch for both of those. I play a bard. I main a bard, so I'm kind of biased towards the bard. But I have friends that play the mage, and they swear by it. So the mages will never have in either class or archetype will never have a problem finding a group. You're playing a bard and tank. After that, tank's very cool. Uh, I will say that for tanks and fighters early on, and even they one the repair costs are a lot, and two they die a lot. So keep that in mind. If you really don't like dying a lot, then maybe that class might not be for you. But early on, they're going to die a lot, so get used to it. It's just going to happen. The day after my first available, oh no. Well, my wife said she's got somebody's having a 70th birthday party or something like that. She's like, "You want to go with me?" No, no, I don't. I said, I'll stay. You have fun. You enjoy it. Um, no, I did not want to go to that. I am no lifing Ashes of Creation on the weekend. Right now, it actually works out for me really well that it's on the weekend because I can put in all those crazy hours. I actually got a chance to catch up on my sleep a little bit today. So I'm kind of glad it wasn't up today. But yeah, it you're gonna put in time with this, but it feels so rewarding. I mean, to the old school grind feeling that you have from this, you know that your time means something in this game, and it's a reflection of your character. So when somebody sees a level 20 walking by and they know that you didn't exploit your levels or something like that, I mean, that means something. It means like, yeah, this guy's been at it. This guy's been working at it. Or to see a level 21 or a 22, it's like respect. They know that you've been busting your ass. No, this video isn't doing it justice. This is all taken in 1080p, but since this video is not public, I don't think you guys are getting the HD version of this. You flaked on him too much already. I've been telling him we're gonna no. Oh yeah, OG Guild Wars level 20s. Yeah, no, I mean it means something. The crafters, the processors, and all that stuff are going to be the time that you. I mean, hell, I'm only level 8 in hunting right now, and I've put a reasonable amount of time into hunting. Somebody that gets to journeyman or grandmaster even eventually down the road, that's someone who's put a shitload of time into just taming animals, and that's going to be a big thing. I think a lot of people will start off gathering and crafting and stuff like that, but I feel like a lot of people will fall off, and there's only going to be a select few people that are really hardcore enough to keep going with it. Not to mention that, like I said before, the cost of processing and crafting are pretty immense. So, what can you hot swap classes? Like, I'm not sure I understand your question. I don't play Final Fantasy, so I'm not too familiar with that one. Oh, what do you mean hunting? Hunting, I mean hunting as far as the profession, the gathering profession, where you go in and pet the animal, and then that is you can either have a chance to get the carcass or you get the animal. So I thought it was one of those. Yeah, no, yes, absolutely, it is. There are two things to know about this. One, there's going to be 64 classes, right? So you want to pick one of those 8 main archetypes. Now, 2 of those archetypes are not in yet. The Rogue and the Summoner are not in yet. The Rogue should be in shortly after Alpha 2, and then the Summoner should follow after that. You want to make sure that you like that archetype. A lot of people are thinking when the augmentations come in that it's going to completely change your class. I'm here to tell you. Now, I haven't dealt with augmentations yet, but I know where Steven's coming from, and he self-proclaimed Arcage, which I know very well, as being his favorite game. Okay, which had a thing called ancestral skills. The augmentations, in my mind, and pretty much confirmed by a dev, are going to be more of a, think of them as more of a flavor, okay? Like a glorified ancestral from Arcage. They are not going to be class-changing abilities, okay? So you must enjoy your primary archetype because you cannot switch that. You can switch all your secondary ones, but you cannot switch your main archetype. So if you don't like tank, then don't be a tank. Because he's probably not going to do a ton of damage. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Tanks can do a good amount of damage. They really can. If they get gear, they can hurt you. So don't think that they just hit like a noodle, because they don't. They can absolutely hurt you. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, go ahead and shoot me that follow, and go ahead and just give. Oh, by the way, YouTube. If you haven't seen me on YouTube, I have a YouTube channel as well, a Hidden Dagger in as well. We are going to be streaming again this weekend, probably, hopefully all weekend, but I know we do have a few big events planned, so it might be hit or miss what time I come on. First time chat, thank you very much. Cherry Command 2000, your class archetype is static, can't be changed, that's right. But you can use, yes, you can use any weapon you want. Yeah, any weapon you want. Now, some are more recommended than others. First time share, thank you very much. It's awesome. Yes, our man who was in here just a little while ago, Spud, you should see his gear. He's got a lot of the Carphin gear. And I'll play this video later in the week from when we went upstairs into Carphin. He's got a lot of Carphin gear, and he looks like a badass. It looks really, really good. Yeah, it's like your archetype. Like, I love Bard. Like, I think Cleric might.
Welcome to
hey, thank you very much, Red Lucy, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. The Cleric, I think, is going to be one of those classes that's going to have a lot of versatility with secondary classes. So if you like hey, thank you very much. XXX Jojo 12, thank you very much for the follow. I think clerics might have a lot of, because they can be like the necromancer. I think a cleric is, or summoner / cleric is a necromancer. Clerics in general, you'll probably see a lot of paladin versions of those and stuff like that. I think I'm going to go bard, but I also would say that I think a lot of classes, people I think are going to be wanting people that double down on their class, like a tank or a bard or a cleric, because they know that they're going to have the best heals, the best tanking ability, and stuff like that. I could see that being a thing too. But they wanted to give you the option to the 64 classes. So, I think that's cool. Arcage had, I think by the end of when Arcage died, I think it had like 256 class combinations or something like that. But there was only like, 8 to 16 that were really viable. And, because of course there's a meta for everything. So those are the only ones that people would play. If you tried to roll something else, they'd tell you it was shit. So, to each their own. But you could change those in Arcage. You can't change them in Ashes of Creation. You can only change your secondary. So the one thing that I'm really excited about is, I don't know about you guys, but we are already in November. And so we got less than 2 months now before we go to phase 2 already. So hopefully the server will keep getting more stable. I can't wait to get the other nodes in there so we can get other buildings, other mayors, more conflicts. I bet you this week too, if you guys have been following closely, that you stay tuned for the Guild Wars. The Guild Wars, I think, are going to be real. I'm looking for those to pop off this weekend. And from what I'm told with the Guild War, when you war deck somebody, you can kill them free of corruption, and it's going to be the first guild that gets to 100 kills. So that's going to be a ton of fun. Hey, Tangent, how you doing, 369? What's up? What's up, my man?
Welcome to my underground.
Hey, huge Martin Ho. Hugo Martin Ho, thank you for the follow. You're going to go Ranger, my friend? Rangers are good. I have It really depends on what class you want to play. I have a lot of people that I've been playing with, and they just love their class, whether it be ranger, mage, tank, fighter. It's just really up to you. They've done a really good job of making all the classes very engaging. So is there anybody else in this channel, now that we got 61 viewers, is there anyone else in this channel who I can try to convince to getting this game? Because if you're not getting this game, you're missing. If you're starving for an MMO right now and you can't find anything to play and you're bouncing back and forth between survival games or something like that, like I did forever, you're missing out. Because even though this is an alpha, and even though, and I should mention this because there was some miscommunication last week when they were watching my YouTube video. They're trying not to wipe, but don't confuse that with what I'm about to say. This game, it will be 100% wiped before launch. When I say they're trying not to wipe, they're trying not to wipe in alpha. Doesn't mean that they'll make that or that'll happen, because if there's some kind of economic bug or exploit or something like that that goes bad, they're going to have to wipe. They're going to try not to. But without hesitation, there is 100% chance it gets wiped before launch. So please, 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 please understand that. That's very important to remember. There were some people that were confused by the way I had said it. Thank you very much, Guy Killer Packer, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. First time chatter, Dexter, what do you think the best class for leveling solo is? Well, I have seen quite a few Rangers leveling solo. I've seen quite a few Bards and Mages leveling solo. I'd say those three, probably even more the Mage and the Bard. I think you'd be really good with leveling solo if you wanted to do that thing. Oracle says our Dunehole friends will finally have their race in less than 2 months. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's Red Lucy. There's absolutely going to be one at launch. We know that because we just know that. That's just the way it's going to happen. But during alpha, they have said time and time again they are going to try not to wipe. Whether that happens, whether they're able to keep it that way, I don't know. It's also the longer it goes on, the less likely that happens. So what is this? Somebody sending me here? Okay. But yeah, but I just wanted to clarify that there absolutely is a wipe before launch. So, you can get attached to your characters through alpha, but you have to know that when you go to launch, there will be a wipe. Let's see. Do you know if there'll be any spec loadouts you can swap between? Spec load. I mean, you have your weapons that you can, you have your melee weapons and you have your ranged weapons, Darksinge. So they have a swap button. You get to swap between those. There's not necessarily, you don't have any loadouts that you can put on for different situations. I don't believe that they're going to go that deep. I don't think that they want to go that deep. I think they want to make sure you're out of combat and stuff like that before. Oh, you mean with talents? You kind of save talents to just, that would be nice. Because I know Arcade kind of had something like that. That would be nice. I can't confirm nor deny that. I see what you're saying with talents. Yeah, I would like to see something like that. Because that would save people from respecing. It maybe at least give people the option of maybe 2 loadouts, something like that. Like one for solo, one for group. I think that would be kind of cool. Again, I don't know if that's something that they would do. Grumpy says, I would imagine there'll be a wipe before the start of Phase 2 and Phase 3. That's very possible. First time chatter, Calaver no Chilla. That feels like something down the road. Yeah. I think that's absolutely something that could happen. That sounds like more of a quality of life thing. And let's face it, I mean, there's a lot of quality of life things that can happen, but that's not the phase we're in right now. But who here is just happy to be playing, guys? I mean, we're playing it, we're testing it, you're a part of it, you're able to give your feedback on what you think, the direction you think that the game is going. They passed out surveys for anybody who was playing this week, so make sure you give some thoughtful feedback on what your opinions are. Now, the one thing I really love about Steven is they're not going to change his views from his core pillars, like the whole risk-reward thing and stuff like that. So people are not going to change his core views. There's a nice blue bronze mace that dropped right there. By the way, maces on fighters are pretty awesome. Dark Sin says, I hope that I just know that Steven seems like a masochist when it comes to some of these quality of life features. Well, he doesn't like DPS meters, and I know a lot of my guild really loves DPS meters. I personally am not a DPS meter fan. Maybe because I grew up and played games without them and just had to deal without them. I think it builds some bias. I think min-maxing too much can somewhat ruin the game for you. We have to remember, guys, that this is a game, right? And what do you do in a game? You're supposed to have fun. Yes, you want to be competitive, but do you really want to min-max everything? I don't. I find that tedious, and it gets a little old after a while. I just want to play and have fun. If I lose a battle, I lose a battle. I'd rather study more on my opponent and what their class is capable of doing, and seeing if I can do something to counter what they're doing and try it that way before I absolutely have to, min-max something. Oracle says, I can't wait for the weekend. I can't say why. It is very exciting. It's absolutely very exciting. We'll be starting to play on the 8th. Looking forward to it. Testing out clan. Well, we'll be glad to see you, Red Lucy. If you're on Lyneth server, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with the Guild Overlord. They drain the joy out of the games. Yeah, exactly. It's just me. I don't like prejudice with. No, I just don't like that. But to each their own. I get it. Hey, Parana, how you doing, buddy? What's up, my friend? Dark Sense, min-maxing is really enjoyable part of playing games for some of us. Yeah. No, and there's some stuff I like to be really efficient at, but other stuff, I don't know. It just sucks. Too many spreadsheets and stuff like that suck the life out of me. So I just want to play the game. I'll let the other people do all that spreadsheet stuff. The nut is here. The paranut, yeah. By the way, guys, if you haven't watched Paranut, give him a check out sometime when you see him. He likes to stream matches. He's part of the Dune Hold group. So if you like smelly dwarves, then go ahead and check out Paranut. I'm going to give him a shout out here, and he's a good guy. See if I spelled your name right. There we go. There we go. There's a shout out for you, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people love spreadsheets, and we have a lot of people in the guild who love to do spreadsheets, and that's fine. I think that's just the age that we're in, and I've kind of accepted it. Being an older gamer, it's just a me thing. I think that's probably the way of the future, but for me, it takes some of the fun out of it. Clever No Chilla says, I mean, like min-maxing isn't improving upon myself, but it happened before the number rule over you, or worse, the other number rules over over your enjoyment. Exactly. And again, we have to remember it's a game, guys. It's a game. So you don't want it to feel like a chore. You don't want it to feel like a job. You miss me? I am a dominant force on Myra. Oh, nice. What level are you, Perry? I'm level 20. Actually, I take that back. I'm not level 20 because the servers went down. I'm technically 19, and I'm 99.4% in. So I'm almost leveled. The same servers, they went down right as I was about to level. So that kind of sucked. But nevertheless, yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had a hella good time. I barely slept this whole fucking weekend. And I love this fucking game. I love this fucking game. Looks like everybody's got an ad break real quick. Oh my goodness. Man, I think and you know what? I was having so much fun in this game this weekend. A little story was I never order Grubhub or, Uber Eats or anything like that. This weekend, I did not want to get up. I did not want to make food, even something as simple as a peanut butter sandwich. I actually ended up, ads. I actually ended up ordering Grubhub this time. I saw a free delivery ad that they had. I ordered Grubhub and ordered some Burger King. I paid like $23 for a few burgers and fries. Really wasn't worth it, but I didn't have to go anywhere. So it is what it is. I'm going to try to be a little bit more prepared for this next weekend. I had way too much of my Halloween candy earlier. also as well. Too many Tootsie Rolls. Everybody make sure you get out and vote tomorrow. If you're in the U.S., go out and vote. Don't forget that. We got our big election coming up tomorrow. And that's all I'll say about politics. But make sure you get out and vote. But, yeah. Hey, what's up, first-time chatter? Low Jack Rick, how you doing? Order during a crash. Oh, nice. How many crashes did you guys have last week? Did you guys find that your crashes were less? I found that my crashes were less. Oh, there is one helpful hint that I can give you if you're new to the game, and I don't think that they fixed this yet. They have a really annoying crash that if you find a Sanctus Focus, make sure you get rid of it. Do not wear the Sanctus Focus. It will crash you and everybody around you, and you'll keep getting these crashes, and you'll be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" So make sure that the people around you are not wearing a Sanctus Focus. So excited for the first weekend. Oh, yeah. Not next week. It's this week, my friend. This week. No, it didn't. Thank you for the first time chatter. It released and it didn't release. Did it release in its final version? No. Did it release in Alpha 2? Are you able to play it in Alpha 2 right now and forever going forward? Yes, you'll be able to play it in Alpha 2. Right now it's in Phase 1, and you can play it on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. On December 20th, it's going to Phase 2, and you'll be able to play it 5 days a week. And on May 1st, it goes to Phase 3, and it'll be persistent. So I guess if you can wait till 6 months, then it'll be persistent. Of course, it's going to get wiped at launch whenever it goes live. But yes, you will be able to play it and try it out. And for anybody who's on the fence, this game is extremely complex, guys. Do not think you're going to walk into this game and understand what the hell you were doing. I'm sure half the people have seen Soda Poppin's, little short clip about him freaking out because he had no idea what a node was or anything else like that. So it takes a little while to get the understanding of this game if you haven't followed it at all. So take the time to join in sometime before this game comes out, and you'll be doing yourself a huge favor. What level are these mobs? These are 3-star. You can see up here. This is a Grim Harvester up here. Level 18, 3 stars. And they'll go up into the 20s when you get inside. And this is the Tower of Carphin right here. Mother-in-law is in town this weekend. Even more reason to know life. yeah, absolutely. Oracle says, Hidden Dagger, do you know Tootsie Rolls were invented because a guy couldn't have chocolate? No, I did not know that. Thank you for dropping that knowledge on me, Oracle. I did not know that. Well, I definitely would have been into 20 and on my way to 21 this weekend, but I had to take some time out. I'm a big Los Angeles Ram fan, so I had to go watch the game at my dad's house, which is tradition. I would normally stay and watch play the game because I was having so much fun. But as other people who know me closely, my dad has stage 4 prostate cancer and probably doesn't have a whole lot of time left. So I am taking advantage of those opportunities to spend with him. So yeah, I could miss a few hours from the game. So you got to have family first. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream and enjoying some of the footage that I got. I'm trying to collect a whole lot of footage. Some of the footage got ruined this weekend, which is unfortunate. I am the highest. Oh, what level are you? Oh, you got level 25. Are you level 20 though, Perry? How do you like your fighter, by the way? Give the viewers some insight on the fighter. By the way, I have a really good spot for fighter weapons. I don't know if you know about it, but I got a good spot for fighter weapons. We found a spell sword. I didn't get it. I didn't win the roll. But our friend did.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hey, thank you, Halogun, for the follow. I appreciate it. 435, I believe it was, magic power, level 20 weapon. Fighters, as they get higher, are really ridiculous. Yeah. Tanger says if people are hitting level 20 in 2 weekends, it seems pretty obvious they will. Oh yeah, Oh, it's slowing down big time, Tangent. Um, that level from 19 basically to 20 took me, well, about 6 hours, probably a little bit over. So yeah, it was 1.3 million and change experience needed. Yeah, it's a grind. It's a grind. Like I said, you see people in their 20s and stuff like that putting the time in. You see a level 20, you know that they've been playing. They've been playing a lot. They've been working their ass off, busting their ass off. So no quick leveling in this one, and I love it. Now this does seem like it's way higher time to level than his original numbers that he gave us. And that's fine. I really like it. And everyone I've talked to really enjoys the slower leveling. And really, in the big scheme of things, there's no rush, but yet there is a rush. Because remember, you can't get a freehold until you're level 50. So that's just one of the requirements to obtain a freehold. So if you want a freehold, you better be out there grinding. And maybe that's part of what his thoughts are too with that. Because he knows that people who get freeholds, he said it's going to be a monumental task to get a freehold. And maybe that's because that's just one step of it, is being able to put in that much time to be one of the first people to get one. Paranoss says, I have a full green and blue weapons. By the way, blood infusion. Oh, yeah, you get health and mana back. Yeah. Maim and cataclysm. Nice. That was awesome. You want it? Yeah, I absolutely want it slow. Yeah. Where were you have any grinding spots that you want to share, Perry, that you really enjoyed? Or you want to keep them secret, keep them safe? I have a few. Of course, Carphin is good. Again, I would stay. When you start to get a little bit more geared, you're going to want to start to go with a group instead of a raid. You can see it. We're here in a raid right here. But I think a group, you're going to get a lot better experience, assuming you can kill them quick enough. Even small groups like 4 to 6 people are pretty good if you find the right areas and you're killing them quick. It's gonna be really important to balance the classes too. Tanks are absolutely necessary. Clerics are necessary for large groups. Bards can heal a small group, but like four people, 5 people, maybe even. But when you get to a group, you're really going to need a cleric. Goblin to feel awesome. Oh yeah, that's where I was. That's where I was last night. Yeah, that's a great place. Great place. Yep. I love that place. We were getting loot like it was going out of style last night there, Perry. It was unbelievable. Let's see here. Are you streaming tonight, Perry? Or are you streaming today? Let me see here. $16 to $20 in one day. Yeah, I made my goal this weekend was to get 5 levels. I got 5 levels. So that was pretty much the goal. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out my YouTube channel, go check it out. You might find some info, useful, helpful tips and tricks over there. I have a few videos on that. How to do the sweat of the brow walkthrough for your horse and your mount and your gathering tools. Ash's lags too bad. Oh, you're building a computer right now? Oh, nice. I love my computer that I got from Micro Center. Anybody who's looking to buy a computer, definitely go check out Micro Center. If you're looking to get a badass computer, they treat you really great over there for sure. Really great. Well, I am looking forward to everybody coming in next week and seeing all the new players on November 8th. I'll be streaming again later this week, most likely, so we can go ahead and just talk about that and get excited, get on the hype train. I am going to go ahead and go get some lunch. We're going to go ahead and raid Loreforge for anybody who's not watched them. So thank you guys for all the new follows, coming in and chatting with me for a little bit. And let's go raid some Lore Forge, guys. Take care, guys. God bless.